And we can just dance the night away until we can no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
Okay.
I don't need no lazy bitches around here.
Let me make sure it's working again on here. Okay, since I'm recording again. Okay, so we did nothing. All we did was close the game and reclose it. So that's it. No. Okay, so we're back at it again. I have a very valuable manuscript that I want to protect against fire. Do you have a potion that will keep the paper from burning? They are the best ingredients for this kind of potion. Healer's Heart, a lot. I can't stand the ingredient Life Crystal. There shouldn't be any in it. I need a potion that's unusual and has some additional effects. Okay, so she wants protection against fire. This one, an extra thing, an extra skills. I wonder if this one. Okay, so how is she wanting this one to be it? I mean, I can twist it around, but I don't really want to do that. Add a lot. I mean, I can add it to the wind one, because the wind one's right over here, and you have to use a lot of it to get it over there. I said let's do the wind one. She wants extra effects as well. She said, can't stay on life. I want additional effects. Okay. What I'm thinking is using it to get down here, and then using it to rotate around. Maybe. I have this one cut up for a reason. We're not gonna put it in just yet. So a little bit of health. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Oh, I didn't want that one. I guess I wanted the moon. Okay, cool. That worked really well. Let's see. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll just use a little bit of all these different salts. We'll just kind of do that to get through. All right. Okay. She wants... Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was sitting here thinking, I was like, should I go ahead and add these two? But I probably should, because it seems that by doing that, I can keep them lined up together. Otherwise, it adds unusual properties to it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Try that. Sorry, I was trying to maneuver it. Have I got that one all the way through? It did. Okay, cool. Ooh, that was pushing my luck quite a bit. Okay. Okay. Add a little bit of sun. Sorry, I was psyching myself up to do it. I was like, oh, please. I don't want it to mess me up. Does she need the best quality, or she just needs it with... Okay, so she doesn't need it this way. I was like, do I want to go and make it... I could do it, but I'd have to pull it down and all kinds of other things. Not that one, sorry. This one. Okay. It's like, it's good enough. I've used a lot in it already. She'll just have to accept it. There we go. Good, 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 good. I need a potion that will increase my libido. Do you have one? Yes, I do. It's right here, my dear. There you go. I hope we get the Druid today. I really want the Druid so I can buy more seeds, because we're about to try and do a different method. Since what's harder in this one, we're growing things. It's taking a lot more. Oh, that is a beautiful dress. I love it. Look at the pattern on that dress. Damn. So good. Look at the little ruffles. Girl, you are stylish. I think this might be favorite dress. I have so much money that it makes everyone jealous. I wouldn't be surprised if someone wanted to curse me. Do you have happened anything to protect me against curses? Yeah. But, you know, it's also about your personality. It may not be about your money. So just remember that if it is your money, that's, it is what it is on the matter. But if you remember, a bad personality can also make people want to curse you. That's you again. What do you want? Hi, I've got something for sale, as usual. Also, looks around. I need a certain potion. What do you want this time? What kind of potion do you need? Glances around. I need to transport certain goods through a problematic area. Doing so by land is not an option, as there are too many people. It's most convenient to go across the mountain. It's most convenient, but the slope is too steep. Would it be possible to deliver the goods by air? Leans in forward. Well, then, would you help me out? If you deliver a bomb into a city, I will lose every shred of sanity and jump over this table and grab you. Like, I'm assuming you're bringing in stuff that you're not supposed to. I'm about to make profit, but I'm assuming you're trying to bring something like contraband into a city. But if you bring a bomb into a city, I'm gonna be furious. You hear me? Furious. Because I'm pretty sure my labels on my potions make it very obvious who's the shopkeeper of it. Demon. I really do need that. I don't really anything else. I could buy more heather, but how are we doing on that? No, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we'll just haggle for that. Because I have a thought, right? If I can get seeds for all of my different variations, right? If I can get like 12 or even just 6 of each of them, then I theoretically could plant them and then harvest them an extra day. You know what I mean? And then I wouldn't have to worry about that. Now, I'm probably going... I think I'm going to go ahead and see about making another... I think I'm going to go ahead and try to make a red potion. Let me stick these up here. Or a red crystal. And create one. Okay. I say that because I'm going to probably put this crystal in here so that we can start this roundup. Okay, cool. So I did end up... I was wondering... I kind of forgot to take that one out. I thought that if I did it in the book, that it would also mess it up here if I have stuff in it. Found out that that's not the case. So that's lovely. So that saves me some time, because you only have like one alchemy machine, and that leads to like issues, you know? That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh god. Okay, so, and I have the health. So I'm gonna go for... Let's see about doing this potion, and then do another day and see about doing this potion. Because I really want to catch that druid. Before I forget my goals on the plan. But I feel like because I have more of this particular thing, I can make it down there. I might also just use these to do it with, to get it down there for the muscle stuff, because I have a lot of it, a lot of excess, and I don't need like the most high quality on the muscle part. I just need like a 2-star on it, you know? So I can kind of get away with it, I think. Maybe. Maybe not like this. I think I can line it up and then just walk it across. Like this. Hopefully. Yeah, like that. See, I don't need it too crazy. I just need to get it in there like that. And then where's my that would be a good one. That's like the only use I found for this. Thus far. I'm tempted to do that because I don't use this one very often and it might be a really good thing to do. Okay. Woo! Good, 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 good. Okay, we're gonna change this one to look like an anvil because it works that way. It kind of like, to me it looks like an anvil, like a thick, strong sturdiness because it's got the strength of it and everything. Okay, so let me do that right here. I also have this up here, which needs to come down here. Ooh, maybe I could do this. Oh, that would be kind of cool. In order to save myself some space, because I normally end up making the crystals first, and then do that, because then I can put some more space down here. I like that. I actually like that. Look how nice that looks. And then we're working on that, and that also helps me keep track better too, of what we're getting at, what we're working with. Okay. Sorry, got distracted. We go to sleep and then we start the day. I'm not gonna do I have any seeds? Not really that I want to use. I have 2 of one of them. Sorry, I got chilled. All right. Let's see. All right. There we go. Oh my gosh, I can hear his video he's got playing in the background. He has audio playing for the birds, and it's just normally whatever video is playing on YouTube that's on his list. Just random stuff. And I can hear this drama, and she goes, he got another girl pregnant. I'm like, oh my god, what? I'm just trying to collect mushrooms here. I didn't know this drama was going on. Okay, so we did get a seed. I think we got another toadstool seed just now. Yes, we did. Okay, that could be something I could do. Okay. So let's see here, because I have these ones. These ones are grown. This one's not been grown. So I'm tempted to... Okay, this one's already here. You know what I could do? Okay, because I'm sitting here like, I really need to make sure that these plants are growing. So I'm going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to stick these in here. I'm going to take this one out. Take this one out and put in the one that hasn't grown yet. And the same thing with this one. Maybe. And same with this one. We'll pull this one out. So that they will stay together and stack. And if they stack, then it takes up less space in my inventory. What are you doing? Like those are all grown. Those are all grown. This one's grown. This one hasn't. I'm gonna go put it on the tree. Okay, so we'll do that. Do I have a growth potion to use on it? Yeah, I do. Okay. I might do another one on this one as well. And then we need one more. Sorry, I totally didn't catch the fact that I needed more than that. Also there is, hold up. Don't I have one here? Yes, I do. Give me this. We'll come and use this one. Save the other one for later. Okay, that way they catch up. That way tomorrow they'll harvest it, and then it seems like nothing happened. So I think I'll do that with all of them, because then they'll all stack together and they won't be separate, which would be really, really good. And this tree probably needs more. Okay. It's the dwarf. It's the dwarf. Hold up, dwarf. I need to put down the skull. I forgot that I didn't... Oh, you can just mount it? That! Okay. Can I mount it right here? So that I can judge everyone that comes into the shop. There. Nice and even. Looks... That way the NPCs can stand here and have a little bit of space, but it's still judging. Actually, I wonder if I can move it down a little bit. Oh, I was hoping to move it down to make it look like it was sitting on that, but I guess this is as close as we're gonna get to that. Greetings. Buying some stones? Sure, depends on what you got. Oh, he's got this one. I love this one. It's extremely expensive. I might sell some of my... Not that one. My weirder ones. Like that one. That one. Yeah, that one. It's fine. These ones I could probably sell. Eventually. Let me do the glue. I'll sell the glue. How much do I have of each of these? I have plenty of the blue. I don't have any of this. Oh, no, I have this one. Sorry. I have a little bit. Okay, yeah, so just this one. Just this one's good. Okay. That'll be good. Alright. See you around, my man. Hello! I need a potion that protects me from enemy attacks. Oil. Potion that use this base are rather strange. Make it using a different. Okay. Only a strong potion will work here. Okay. So... I think most of these use oil. Yeah. So it'll be stone skin. I just wanted to see if there was another one I could use. Because stone skin is an extremely, it's an inexpensive one. It works, but it's inexpensive. Sorry. I swallowed some more of my coffee, and then I also was hyper-focusing so I don't mess it up. So it was very quiet. Alchemist. I'm a battle mage, and I often use restoration potions after a fight. Do you have anything I can use? Yeah, you want a mana potion. I had to think about it for a moment. I was like, what is it called? Mana potion. I like how he has this big staff, and then he has this tiny little staff down here. Like, it's just the tiniest of wands. I'm assuming he's a teacher, and that's the wand he uses to give to, like, students to work with while he's training them. That would be kind of cool. You know, I've never actually seen a book or a story about wizards where they use it kind of like you would a sword. Because normally when you have, like, a character who's in a medieval world and they have a sword, they give them a wooden practice sword, or they give them, like, a very dull sword at training. They don't do that with mage characters, though, or magic characters. They're always like, this is your magic staff. It is your chosen thing, you know? I think it'd be neat if maybe there was a story where they have, like, practice staffs that are being used that are basically just, like, made of basic wood. They're nothing too crazy, but they're just used as a conduit. And then you build your weapon later, or your staff later, as you move up in the ranks of, as you graduate through the college type thing. And you have to use resources for that. Because as your like power grows, as you learn, you're going to need better equipment. And then as you build it, it's more of a pride thing than it is a necessity or requirement. Normally in books, they use it as an excuse of saying, oh, well, you'll tune better if you craft it yourself. But you could just make the argument that it's a pride thing. Like it's a craftsman type thing of like, this is my staff, I made it kind of thing. And less to do with actual, like a necessity. Like there could be plenty of people who make their staff in the college move out, buy a new staff from an actual craftsman because they themselves don't care about the details. Just like how some swordsmen were like that. A lot of them bought their swords from other people because they didn't have the blacksmith kind of skills or time or effort, or didn't want to put their effort in. And then you've had swordsmen who would do that because they mattered. For them, having a good sword and having a sword that they made mattered more than buying it from someone else. I want to give a horse a potion to make him race faster before our journey. Do you have anything like that? I need a potion with bonus effects. I've heard the Thunder Thistle is really bad for you. Don't put any of that in the potion, no matter what. Okay. Whatever you say, Sweet Pea. But, I think you full of shit. Where's the one I made with this one? Yeah, this one has no Thunder Thistle in it. And it's got some dexterity in it. You like that? Okay, cool. But speaking of Dracula, we were talking about him earlier. He's come back. We've had the Dracula and Succubus in this conversation. What do you need? More sunscreen? Good afternoon, Alchemist. I've been having sleeping trouble lately. I keep eating at night. Okay. However much I eat, I still want more. Maybe there's a potion that can help me get a good sleep. Do you often have trouble sleeping? Yes, for many centuries now. Well, speaking figuratively, of course. Basically, I had trouble sleeping for a really long time, as long as I can remember. But if I do fall asleep, it's also really hard for me to wake up. Yeah. Okay, Dracula. I like the idea that I'm calling him Dracula to his face. He's just sweating bullets, and he's just like, shh, shh. Guy behind me is just like, what a weirdo. He's just completely not, like, worried at all. Because clearly, if the alchemist who's sitting there in front of you isn't phased, clearly you don't need to be phased by them. I've had customers legitimately do that before. Right? I've had a customer come talk to me, and they're talking about a topic, and they get startled by the person behind them because we're having this conversation. And they're just like, people are going to judge me. People are going to judge me. Okay, one time I had a conversation with a guy. We're talking about crimes, and a cop walks in. And the guy gets quiet, but we're still checking him out and talking everything. And I'm talking at normal level. He's kind of like quieter. He wasn't condoning violence. We were specifically talking about how the police force should be allowed to use force on specific people. Because there was a crime that happened in town, and the cops were very soft-handed with him. And they really shouldn't have been, because he had constantly caused a problem. It was like, I think he got like drunk in public and was causing problems. But he got drunk in public and assaulted a bunch of cops, like 2 or 3 of them, dented one of the cars, and was armed. And some customers were coming in complaining about how dare they taser him. And I'm sitting here like, so we were having this conversation, and I'm like, look, the cops should have tasered him and then punched his teeth out, because he was endangering everybody because he was drunk and potentially had something in the system. But they didn't know that. They didn't know at the time if he had drugs in the system or if he was just a weird drunk, because, you know, that happens. But we were talking about how that it is hard for a cop to, like, know their strength, and in a moment of adrenaline, it's really hard to stop, like, to kind of pull your punches and stuff. So there's, like, we were playing devil's advocate to both sides, you know, and we're having this conversation. Cop walks in, and I said, I feel like the cop should be able to use the force they need to with certain people, but I also believe that guns are a little hard to control and manage, because it doesn't take much to hurt someone with it. But it's the same thing with fists and stuff. So we're having this conversation. The guy's in front of me. The guy who's I'm checking out feels really nervous because the cop's there. And then I make a comment on being like, sometimes I just think that the cop should be able to punch someone's lights out who's attempting to harm someone, because I think there was a kid involved too. I can't remember exactly the full details of it. But the guy was like was causing a lot of ruckus and problems. And the cop giggles and he goes, I wish we could trust people. The customer from me got really like nervous because the cop giggled. And the cop goes, he's like, I wish we could trust all of our officers could handle that level of like, power, but he goes, but I personally would like to be able to punch people's lights out. And then the guy in front of him, when he realized the cop was joking and knew that we were just having like a conversation of like philosophy and like the wishes versus the reality and stuff, he loosened up a lot better. He's like, I didn't want the cop to think I was condoning violence or that I thought that the cops were weak. He's like, it's a hard balance. And I'm like, yeah, it is. The hard balance to find what's fair and what's not fair. Because let's be real, a lot of things in life are not fair. And it's really hard, especially when you're under the substances, like alcohol or even like pot and stuff, to find that balance of like what's an appropriate way to handle somebody. But yeah, the cop was just like, yeah. And then the cop didn't go into it. He's like, I can't give you any information because the guy in front of me asked the guy more. He's like, I can't go into information. He's like, just know that the guy's safe. He's not harmed. The cops aren't that harmed. He's like, we have a little bit of bruising, but he's like, we're fine. He recovered fine from the tasering, you know, nothing bad happened, and they're pressing, and the appropriate channels are dealing with the justice system, which was the cop's nice way of saying that no one got hurt, no one was, cop was upset by what happened, and the guy is facing whatever ramifications are fair to him, that kind of thing. Cops in my hometown were very good about, at least in the last time I lived in, they were very good about being civil about it. I have to get rid of some rodents. I need poison. Only the strong will work. Okay. I say they were relatively civil because they lived in a small town, and the violence in a small town isn't as bad as in like a major city and stuff. So, they kind of are a little loose. Like they're softer handed on their repeated offenders, because they know why they are repeating offenders. Like some of them are drunks because they have something bad happen in their lives and they're not handling it well, and the cops know them by name. You know what I mean? So they understand that some people, it's not black and white. It's not people just committing crimes to commit crimes. Some of them don't know what else to do or are stuck in the cycle, and some of them are just being bad behaviored. So for a cop, it's like you kind of see why they're like this, but also can't agree with it because it goes against what's fair. My head hurts. I have no idea why, but I need to fix it. Do you have any creams? Yeah. I have some healing medicine. It uses it to fix ribs, but I don't see how it can't help with a headache, I guess. I still think it'd be cool if there were like different herbs. That'd be kind of cool though. You know what they could do? Make it to where different herbs have healing properties while others fix broken bones. They're still healing, but one's like does with pain, specifically pain relief, and one does with injuries. Hello, Alchemist. Want to replenish your herb supplies? Oh, also I have a favor to ask. I can use one of your potions. What do you need? Can you believe it? I found an enchanted tree in the clearing. Forest clearing. Oh, really? It's almost exactly like the one in your garden, but older. I think that its enchantments are wearing off. I want to try and to restore its magic property, but I need a potion to help. If it works, I want to plant some greenery around there, then I can bring you more ingredients. It also prevents it from being depleted, because we don't want it to be depleted. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I needed, this one. It works. Here you go. There you go, dearie. Do you have anything I need specific? I do want more of this, if you can give me more. Well, sell me more, I should say. Not give, but sell. I really... How am I doing? I really need this. I still think I'm hurting on this as well. Not that. Oh, you only have 7? Okay, fine. Druid's fine. I don't have a lot of that. We'll do that. Everything else should be fine. Give me more of this, because I don't have a lot of it. Same with this. Yeah, because it's only 2,000. But yeah, like, my point being is that when you're in that position, it's much more jaded. But it was really funny because he got really nervous. I'm like, I've had to deal with so many cops, I don't have an issue with it because they all kind of are very chill. The only way that, at least in my hometown, the only way they would act out crazy is if you did something crazy. You know? They were much more relaxed than that. I think I've been cursed. Everything's going wrong. I can't do anything right. I feel awful, even though I'm not, even though I know I'm not sick. Do you have a potion in the that lifts curses? Sweetie, I don't think you're cursed. I hate this potion based. Make wine. Don't make make a potion that doesn't use it. Okay, here's the thing. I don't think you're cursed, Sweet Pea. I'm pretty sure that you're just have anxiety. Like, those are symptoms of anxiety, my man. Every now and then you just have a sadness of like, I can't do nothing right, even though you've not done anything wrong specifically. Or maybe you are, maybe everything is going wrong. It just happens to be going wrong because it just happens to be the day. The rain has to come at some point. There you go. Oh, it snows. The Dragonborn's here. I need a potion I can throw at a monster during battle to deal a lot of damage to it. Okay. Boom. I've sold through all of my elemental damage, which is kind of impressive, I think. Hello, mister. Oh my god, that's a lot of writing. Hello, Alchemist. I've decided to stay blacksmithing a little. I want to make armor with my own two hands. I talked my way into being an apprentice of a smith. It turns out blacksmithing is very hard and repetitive work. I had to forge daggers for days on end. As the master says, this is something every smith has to go through, and revision is the mother of memory. I don't know. I've already forged something like 100 daggers. I don't understand how that will help me make my armor, but he knows best. Basically, I need a potion that increases strength and stamina, so as I hope it will speed up the learning process, so that I can make armor at least and return to my life of normal adventuring. What sort of armor do you need? I heard an excellent exciting armor can be made out of dragon bone. I'm going for this goal myself. I want to make dragon bone and skin, but there are very few blacksmiths who know how to work with material like that. I don't know if I'd ever manage to make something like that. I will try crafting something more typical out of something like steel first, and then we'll see. That's fair. Okay, so he wants a muscle juice, if I remember correctly, because he wants something that... Not muscle juice, right? He said stamina, right? I think stamina's this. We'll see. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's stamina. Because I also felt like stamina and endurance are the same one. They're both different. They're different words for the same thing, I think. But I always think differently with them. Like, I always think of them in different lights, even though they're not different. Not quite. I need a potion that protects me from acid. I'm allergic to this mushroom, this ingredient, mud mushroom. No putting in it. I only need your strongest. Okay, okay, there we go. It's like, who uses mud mushroom for it? I mean, I'm sure somebody uses mud mushroom, but I didn't. There you go. You have a nice day. Get on my face. Alchemist, this is a delicate matter. I need lubrication for personal reasons, if you know what I mean. Only the strongest will work. Okay. Look, I ain't judging. I don't care what you're doing with it. Did it not take it? I guess it didn't make it. Here we go. Now it did. There you go. I mean, maybe he got, like, his hand stuck in a jar or something, because he is hiding his hand. Maybe he's just sitting... I would love that if a character, an NPC, comes in, and you can see this hand right here is stuck in a jar, or you can see a little bit of a jar sticking out here, and it says, like, butter on it, or something like that, or it says, like, maybe, I don't know, jam or something, and he needs lubrication to get his hand out of the jar because he's been eating the jam. Or something. I see a lot of people get their hands stuck in pickle jars, but maybe, you know, jam might also be more reasonable here. I don't know when pickling started. I'm going to fight a giant. Do you have a potion that can make me especially huge? Okay, I can do that for you. Well, maybe actually pickling probably came before preserving jams did, because I think it was easier to do it. I think they did it through. My point being is that's the same. Wow, your outfit looks oddly very put together, because he's got like ruffled hair and then he's got ruffled fringes on his neck. I haven't made any progress on my work in the last few days. I've been feeling out of it. Do you have anything for that? You want inspiration. I'm clicking, but I'm clicking the wrong stuff too quickly. Trying to get to the day. so that I can start a better day next time. Okay. All right. Have a nice day. There's the Druid. You're the one I wanted. Hi there. Want to plant some new bushes in your garden? Yeah. Tell me some Druid wisdom. Even a wasp will bring you honey if you ask for it. Okay, I don't know if that's true about the wasp bring you honey, but I think I get the meaning of even mean people or rougher people will be nice to you if you're nice to them, which can confirm that if you are nice to people when they are being a jerk to you, 90% of the time they will chill out. I've had customers come in raging freaking mad about whatever, whether they're mad at us, mad at the company that we work for, mad at the world, mad at their mother, doesn't matter. If they come in mad and you oftentimes be respectful, kind, or just generally nice to them, they will simmer down because it's really hard to be mad at somebody when they're happy and cheerful with you and kind, because it's like trying to push your anger up a hill, right? So sometimes the best way to deal with people who are angry is to simply be kind, even if you can't fix it for them. Like, we have policies, like when I was working at in the at my facility, like we had like drinks, right? If you bought a drink, right, and you came back in with a refillable cup, it was cheaper than if you came and just bought the styrofoam ones, right? And we're supposed to only charge refills on our,
And we can just